Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. You can't talk to a lot of people about this topic as it's in between science and scripture. Not everyone has a foot in both camps, so I really appreciate you joining me. I'm happy to say today's verse is a lot less technical than the last, which is great, and symbolism is a lot easier to understand. It's also a good deal shorter. Let's get cracking, shall we? Here's our next verse, Jeremiah 2:7. I brought you into a plentiful land to eat its fruit and its goodness. But when you entered, you defiled my land and made my heritage an abomination. Jeremiah 2:7. Leading on for an earlier verse, I feel this one carries us deeper into the journey of digestion. In Jeremiah 2:3, we explored the act of chewing, where food is broken down in the mouth. Now the story continues further along this dynamic canal inside the body. Let's look at the first part, I brought you into a plentiful land. I feel this describes the initial journey of food after swallowing. Food is brought down the elastic esophagus to the stomach, then released into the small intestine. The plentiful land could be referring to the lining of the small intestine, where food materials gather from the stomach. To eat its fruit and its goodness. Here, the food mass, the fruit, is digested into smaller nutrients, the goodness, and absorbed by the lining of the small intestine. If you shrunk small enough, you might describe this land as plentiful because of all the food around. But then the verse shifts. When you entered, you defiled my land. I feel this points to the arrival of what cannot be absorbed, the undigested food. It now enters the large intestine, where the land is no longer plentiful, but corrupted by waste, defiled. Finally, you made my heritage an abomination. What is passed down through this tract, the heritage, becomes transformed again until it becomes something offensive, no longer useful. What is the abomination? Faeces, of course. So, in biological terms, what can we interpret verse 2:7 to say? Food travels from the esophagus and stomach to the small intestine, where it is broken down and absorbed. What remains is changed by the large intestine into waste that we call faeces. It's a lesson in the process of digestion. The book of Jeremiah 2 contains some information about body systems, including the digestive system. The question we can ask is, who wrote or channeled this information? Did they understand what they were describing? And who was it being written for? Were there healers or doctors or teachers who were using this book of higher learning? Keep asking questions, my friends, and be open to looking at things from a different perspective. In the words of Wayne Dyer, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more biology through scripture insights. See you next time.